Welcome to FT Expression Show. My name is Stacey B. Today we're having a conversation with New York best-time seller J.L. King. And this is part 2 of one of our conversations. He tells us in this conversation about, how we should handle or how he feel that is the best way to handle a relationship when you find out that you're married, dating, or involved with a down low brother. That's out right now. In part 1 that we talked about, women will stay in the relationship because they don't want to lose anything. So do you really feel that the women value the material that they have, the cars, the house, that's more important to them than their respect and their well-being? Because if we stay in a house where we're unhappy, it hurts us.
I think that, and I'm not talking in general, I'm just talking about from my own personal opinion. I think that we put so much pressure on our women to be in relationships. Mm-hmm. I think they hear from, or you hear from the church every Sunday, and that, find a good man, go to church, find a man. We hear on the job, you pick up Essence magazine, Old magazine, Vogue. The majority of the articles about being in healthy relationships, or how to get a man, top 10 cities to find a man, what you need to do to keep a man. Mm-hmm. We hear all the time that African American women are the lowest group when it comes to marriage. Okay. And that we hear in our community that African American women are raising our kids, that they're single mothers. Mm-hmm. Outnumber the married women. I don't know what the percentage is. We hear, or our young girls, our women hear that you're going to grow old by yourself. And very rarely do we even get invited to a marriage where there's a man and a woman getting a black man marrying a black woman. And we always hear in talk shows that there's always some single woman with 4 baby daddies and she ain't got a man in her life. Mm-hmm. So we hear those subconscious messages. Women hear those subconscious messages all the time. So whenever they find a brother that is decent, keep in mind, down low men are not bad.
No,
they're not bad. They're good providers, they're good fathers, they're there's some really successful brothers out there I know personally that just happen to be struggling with their identity.
Right. So, and I agree with that. Yeah. I'll give you all that.
I'll get your question.
Okay.
So you have women who will meet Joe Blow, who is good to her, who give her everything and have a happy household and all the trappings of success. But then this comes up, this ugliness comes up because he has had to keep his true self in the closet because of society, because of church, because of job, because of family. And now they're both forced to face it. So I think the best way, or the best answer I can give you to that question is, they should have a conversation. Okay. She don't need to get advice from her girlfriend or from her mama and them. They need to have a conversation and say, can we work this out? Can we make this work for the kids? And if she feels that she doesn't want to be with somebody that is not totally hers, then together they need to work out the split.
Okay.
And still be friends.
Okay. Yes.
So
but that takes time.
That takes time.
That takes
therapy
time. Yes.
And professional counseling.
Yes, that takes time.
But just don't throw 20 years of being together in the ring and walk away because of his issues. And like my ex-wife Brenda said so very clear, I'm not going to let his mess up my life. Okay. I love him. I forgave him. I moved on. I'm happy. I'm married. But he's still my baby daddy.
Okay. And that took her time to get there.
Oh, it took time.
So
it took me also admitting and apologizing to her for the mess I brought her into. And that's not her choice.
But you took a while to apologize, right?
Yeah, it took me a while because I didn't want to accept the fact of who I was.
Okay, because I think in one of your books you thought it was her fault that the marriage ended.
No, I never thought it was her fault. I just thought that she was a good cover girl.
Okay.
She was a great cover girl for me,
Okay.
and allowed me to be who I was and save face with my parents and my church and my relatives. And I wasn't faking it. I loved being married. I loved the holy matrimony of marriage. I love being with her and the family, and I love that. That was not fake.
Okay.
That was real.
That was real.
That was very much real.
Okay. It's just you have your other
It's
dark
just
side.
sex.
You just
It
have
is. Sex is such
sex.
a big drug. That's I'm a sexual. It is. Sex is a big drug. Sex is bigger than cocaine and weed put together.
Okay. So did you love her or just the institution of marriage?
I loved her, and I loved being married. I grew up with no divorces. There was no divorces in my family. No divorces. You know, to me, growing up in, my parents were married for 50 years. There was no divorces. My aunts, my uncles, there was no divorces. My ex-wife had five sisters. No divorces. There was no divorces. And so I grew up in that whole happy family, man, wife, husband, wife, father, mother. That's all I knew. You know, I understood the church and dinner and the family and family reunions and getting together. That's what I knew. I loved that. I did not want to not have that.
Okay.
So
okay.
I loved her, and she laughed. We laughed, and it was just my own issues of trying to satisfy my own sexual urges.
Okay.
Sex is a drug.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to suppress that for a long time. I remember she and I would be out at the mall, and I would see a good-looking guy, and I would just be like fiending for him. That was that chemistry thing. I didn't even understand it. But at the same time, I loved when she and I were with the family and marriage.
And when you crave your urge and be with a man, you no longer, it was for that night only.
It was for me, it was strictly sex. It was not being married. It was not playing house. It was not, we're going to beat it back in the day.
Right.
It was not, I want to be with you, move in with you, and live with you, and be with your man, and we're going to be a couple. It was just sex.
Okay.
I wanted the sex with him, but I wanted the house and the marriage with her.
Okay.
I wanted them bisexual, I wanted them both.
Okay. But let me ask you something. If your wife said she had wanted another man as well, would you accept
Probably
that?
not. At that time, no. I wouldn't. No, I would not have accepted. I would not want her. But she gave me a choice. If she came to me and said, Jimmy, I want another man. First, I would question. I said, why would you want another man? I'm not good enough for you, and I'm not giving you what you need. So same thing. If she had, if I gave her a choice and said to her, Brenda, I really want or Susan or any other woman I've been with, I want to have sex with or bring a man, but I want him. Then she would have been able to say, no, why you need that? Why? What's wrong with all this? This is not enough for you?
Okay.
And I would probably have to tell her, no, it's not enough for me.
Okay. I'm going to bring up another myth that I heard, that I read. And the myth I heard that some bisexual men, when they're with a woman, they like to bring another man into the relationship.
That's a myth, no.
Okay.
No. Because if I'm going to bring another man home, I want him all for myself. I don't want her to have none of him.
All right.
You know
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
For what? She'd get in the way, really, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And a lot of women will say that, well, if I bring another man home, then maybe, no, yeah, you can bring another man home, but can you go to shopping?
Okay.
Because I don't need you around. And a lot of men who are married or have a girlfriend, I don't want my woman to see what I want to do to him.
Okay.
Because it's going to make her very jealous.
Okay.
You know, I don't need her to watch what I do to him or what we do, what he and I do to each other. A lot of women can't even understand that. I had a group of sisters in, I think it was Richmond, Virginia, years ago, who wanted to have an honest, open conversation about sex between two men. What was the attraction?
Mm-hmm.
They really wanted to know, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
So I put a gay porno on and made them watch
Okay.
a man getting penetrated.
Okay.
Watch the passion and the chemistry between two men, even though it's a porn.
Yeah.
But I want them to see that chemistry, and so they can understand it. That's why you can't compete with that.
Okay.
You can't compete with that.
And today on TV now, they also put in more gay relationship on TV and just slightly introducing us to the situation.
They're introducing white gay men on TV.
So is a difference between white and black?
There's an article I read recently that there are no strong, masculine, black gay men, married, happy, raising a family, living in a community with a family supporting them on TV. You have a lot of white couples like that,
right,
but no black, strong, masculine brothers who are gay, who are in healthy relationships. Normally, if they have a black gay man on TV, he's some sissy, flamboyant, high heels, lip gloss, and being a girlfriend.
That's true.
And I'm not nowhere near that. The reason that I'm such a scary person to our community because I'm a brother.
Okay.
You would never know that I'm gay unless you knew who I was. You would
Okay.
never know that black gay men come across very masculine like I do. You know?
I agree. Now, in the show business, NFL, in sports, they have a lot of, well, not going to say a lot, they have some gay men, some down low men. But when they go into that room, I read this somewhere, when they go into a room that they are comfortable in, that they don't feel no one is judging them, they come with a different attitude to show you they gay.
Well,
Their voice changed.
no, not really, not really. The guys I deal with, I have a lot of gay friends, masculine brothers who you would never know unless someone told you they were gay. We don't change. My voice don't go up. I don't switch. I don't change my mannerisms. Who I am with you is who I am with my boys. When I'm with my boys, they're just a bunch of brothers going to the game, going to shoot pool, going to smoke a cigar. Nothing changes.
So when a guy says, when I go to certain places, people don't know I'm gay. And when he said, when I go into this party here, that I wear gay all over my show, of course I'm gay. I'm gay, 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 gay. And when he put in that percent, he giving us the wrong image of what?
No, he just being himself. Now, when I'm with my friends and we gay out, we have fun.
Okay.
I always say, girl, please.
Okay.
Because I'm just teasing them.
Okay, there you
But
go.
when we are, a good example, the other day I was in Starbucks in Atlanta. I was sitting at the bar having a latte. An older cat brother walked in and he sat me at the bar beside me. And he started a conversation. And he said, bro, what do you do? I said, well, I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I said, what do you do? He said, I'm a player, I run women. Really? I said, cool. He said, this is Atlanta, bro, there's 10 women to every single brother. So I know, he said, I know you're getting yours. I said, dude, I run dudes. And he got, his face just froze. He said, what? I said, I'm gay, bro. He said, man, I would have never thought in a million years. He said, I looked at you, a good-looking brother. I didn't know you got women all over you. I said, I do. But I choose to be with dudes. Because I break that stereotype of, now if I had been this thing sitting at the bar giving him great gayness, he probably would never sat beside me. He probably would never had a conversation with me.
Okay.
So what I've tried to do with my career, what I try to do with my brand, is to break the stereotype of what gay men, who they are. You can't put all gay men in a bag and say you're gay. You got homo thugs, you got dudes on the corner slinging weed who are gay, who's straight up gay. And you got those femme guys who are more effeminate in their characteristics. They run the gamut. Sexuality and sexual identity runs the gamut. Like lesbians. You got butch lesbians, dyke lesbians, lipstick lesbians, femme lesbians. You got lesbians who are gorgeous and beautiful, and you got lesbians who come in and you think it's a dude. So you can't put everybody in one bag and put a label on it and say, you're this way.
And now even going by their voice too. You know how you hear somebody talking, you're like, oh my God, they gay.
This is Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson talking about high pitch. Michael Jackson was not gay. Michael Jackson talking about high pitched voice. Michael Jackson was not gay.
He didn't have that accent.
Michael Jackson had a high pitched voice, but he was not gay.
Some of them have that accent.
Because they go out their way to make sure. A lot of guys are going to the change too. Keep in mind, sexuality is so mass. You got transgenders who are taking hormone shots. Right. You got gay men who are going from man to be a woman. They're taking shots to grow breasts, to stop growing hair, so their voice goes up. You can't press all in one bag and think you know.
Okay. I agree with that. Because there's so many
different variations of it. You can't do that. Well, you don't want to be looking stupid because you think you have read it and know you read it wrong, boo.
And I agree with you there because, like you said, they putting it out there now. Different signs how to check your man and find out if he's gay. Now, do you believe, is that true? Or do you need to hear some of the signs?
The only way a woman gonna know if her man is with another man is she sketch him.
That's the only way.
That's the only real way.
So you now won't have to worry about who he texting.
Who he texting.
Because you ain't got the language
can't
now.
do that.
Is the language true?
No, there's no language. It's like, I tell women all the time, The same way a straight man try to check out a woman, even though he got a wife, same thing for dude. I'm driving down the street, I pull up at the stop sign, I look over, some fine sister is in the car beside me, and my wife is with me, and I'm like, I'm trying to check her out on the low. Say I'm in the car now, good looking brother pulled up in a convertible, my wife is with me, I'm doing the same thing.
Okay.
It's the same thing.
Okay, so it's not, it's no the signs that's out there
It's
for
the
us to look at.
eyes, the eyes, you never know. Plus, I'm so good at women, I'm the best liar, actor in the world. I know how to work a dude with standing there with his wife.
Okay.
We know how to work each other. You know, we know what to say. I know what to say to him. And all I'm going to say, you know, hey, man, hey, I'm going to give you a lot of love and attention, you're his wife. So make sure that you trust me with your husband and that you like me.
Okay.
I'm going to win you over first. So one day when he says to you, baby, I think Jay should come over for dinner.
Okay.
Oh, bring Jay over, I like him. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring my sister, I'm going to write my sister, because Jay's single. I'm going to bring my sister over too, because she's looking for a good man. He's successful.
Okay.
Oh, so now we have a dinner party for 4. I done won your trust. Because now you're trying to hook me with your sister. I'm only there because I'm trying to get next to your man.
Okay.
So when you and your sister go upstairs to tuck the kids in, me and your man, we go downstairs to the man cave and shoot pool and smoke a cigar. I was like, yo, dude, you know, I'm trying to get at you, man.
Okay.
Should you come by the crib tomorrow afternoon? Cool, I got you, baby.
Now, one of the things that she told us to check out is when
Who
you
is
walk
she?
in the room. We're not going to talk no names. She said when you walk in the room with your man, check out who he looks at and how he scopes the room. Because you will stare, a gay man will stare, or a bisexual man, go stare at a certain person a little bit more. And like you said, you pull up a car, and you see a good-looking guy, you're going to check him out.
First of all, any woman who is going to go through all them changes with her man don't need to be with him. Period.
I give you that.
If you got to be with your man, you watching your man and who he's staring at and who he's talking to, girl, you crazy. You need to, if you're in the voice that God gave you, that intuition, is telling you something not right with your man, that's enough right there.
So you think they should go on their intuition. But you know how many women have been wrong about their
That's all
intuition?
right. Well, how many women going crazy trying to look and see if my man is on there, who he's looking at?
Okay.
What you want to do? I'd rather just walk away.
Okay.
If something inside is telling you that your man is cheating on you or with something else, or he may be with another woman, he may be with
Right. And that's good. They give you the signs about how men or what cheating
you
with
that
women.
paranoid, girl?
You know.
You want to live your life that paranoid?
Well, she said you better be safe than sorry.
Then leave him.
That's what you
Be
tell
by
them.
yourself, damn it.
Tell them be by
Be by
themselves.
yourself. If you that paranoid, when you watching your man and what he's doing and going through his pants and looking at his text, and that man's so good at what he's doing, he may have another cell phone that you don't know nothing about. Trust me.
Okay. Okay.
He may give you his password and his email address, but trust me, he got 4 other email addresses that you don't know nothing about. He don't have to get on his computer while you laying in bed with him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He works all day long.
Mm-hmm.
What? You will never be able to track him down and follow his every move if he wants to do what he needs to do.
Okay. Now, I want to make sure I got this clear because this is something I read. And these women are calling for help in the way that what I'm saying to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel that she feel this, she just need to go ahead and walk away. She don't need to see it. She just need to go ahead and walk away now. Don't go ahead and marry him because you're suspicious. Just go ahead and walk away.
Pray over and just follow your intuition. Let him know that you have some concerns. If you go to him and say, baby, you know I love you, I want to be with you, I want to be your wife, I want to be all that you want me to be, and we have been happy together, but something is just not sitting right with me. I need to know, A, you told me you was going to your mama's house when my girlfriend called me and told me she saw you at the gym. Why you lie about that? B, why is it that every time you get a phone call or a text message, you get up and leave the room? Why you got to do that? B, why did you trip when I asked you, could I use your telephone? You told me, no, you can use my telephone. What are you hiding? 5, why is it that every time that we go out somewhere, you always got excuses why you got to go home early or drop me off? And then I came by your crib the other day, I saw your car in the driveway, but you wouldn't answer the door. So if you got a track record of lies that makes you uncomfortable, you need to bring it to the table. And then him say, and look at him dead in the eye and say, Why is that I can't use your cell phone? Why is it that you get up and go in the bathroom and turn the water on and you're on the phone talking to somebody?
Okay.
Why? Are you so secretive? What's really going on? You got a girlfriend I don't know about? You got a boyfriend I don't know about? If you ask him that enough, you should be able to know if he's lying to you or not.
Okay.
Or you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna start backing off and you can now you get too nosy.
Okay. Now, there's another case that is where a young lady said that she was dating this guy for 4 years, and he told her that he think he's in love with his buddy. Now, she was trying to figure that out. What did he really mean by that? Was it just something that, guys just love their buddy, or is it, a guy thing that type of love, or is he really confused, or he haven't realized his sexual?
If I tell my girlfriend, I think I love my buddy.
Think about the teenagers now. These are college kids that I'm giving you these. They're told
asexual. They just love each other more. They're more free with their expression. But there's a difference when I say I love my buddy, and that's my boy. I love him. There's a difference. Come on now.
Okay.
It's a difference. I love all my buddies. I love them all, but I don't mean that I'm in love with them.
Okay.
I got straight guys who I love. And I tell them all the time, dude, I love you, man. You're my boy. I love you.
Okay. So she just got to figure out. Well, it's not that she got to figure out. You just saying it. If he said that, that means.
If I tell you I love my boy, you my girl, you've been with me for 10 years. I say I love my dude, and that causes you to be uncomfortable. That means you really don't know me.
Yeah.
If I say I love my boy, I love my boy. That's my boy. That's my nigga. I love him.
Okay.
That's my ride or die dude, and you know that's my ride or die dude. You jealous of that? Different from me saying. I love that dude.
But well, he said it that way though.
Did he love that dude then? So that requires explanation?
Yeah, because she's kind of confused. So yes, it does.
Well, she need to leave him.
She need to leave.
She don't need to be with him. She got to ask herself. If her man told her, I love him.
See, you making it sound so.
No, I'm serious.
But you are. You're making it sound that when these people, young people are going through these changes. They're not sure. Females are not sure. When y'all say certain words, are we taking it too far, or we not listening to you clear? And you know that. Like you say you love him, but if he don't talk that way, he might say, man, I'm thinking I got feelings for my boy.
And then fine, that's all she needs to know. If I said to my girl, I think I got feelings for my boy, I think I love him.
Yeah.
She still needs for me to break that down for her?
Yeah. She called. Yeah. I'm sorry. We females, we kind of slow.
Because you're desperate.
If that's what it is, let's talk about the desperate.
You want him so bad that even though he's telling you the truth, you still ain't trying to hear it. Because you want him so bad because he's cute, or he got a nice car, or he got a good family, or he got some coins, or your girlfriend said, girl, he is fine.
Okay, so you're saying that we desperate so much that we'll take with your words
and we twist it
around.
I'll be by myself like my other lonely girlfriend.
But wait a minute though, if she that desperate, why is she reaching out for help and trying to make sure she understands what his words are?
I love my boy.
Let's talk about the church. I know this is a touchy subject, but let's be real. One of the books, I think it's Full Circle. I'm gonna call it out. Is it in Full Circle?
And on the down low, I talk about. It starts out when I'm in church in the pew. The guy singing right.
And also, you have been with pastors.
I've been a lot of pastors. That's good sex.
Okay. And
good sex. Pastors got great sex.
And you said that one of the church had wanted you to help with the singer group in church. Is that?
Yeah, but let me give a story better than that. When I was in Charleston, South Carolina, I did a speaking engagement. And after it was over, I went to the hotel room. And in the lobby of the hotel room, there was a lady there sitting there. She said, Mr. King, can I speak to you for a minute, please? I said, sure. I'll get on the elevator and go sit in the room. She said, my name is, and I'm the first lady of, and my husband, the bishop, and I would like to offer you a proposition. I said, what is that? She said, he came to me and told me that he was struggling with his sexuality and that he really wanted to help. He wanted to know if was this a phase or something that he wanted to be. And we would like to know if you would have sex with my husband, we would pay you.
Wow.
She said, how much would it cost for you to have sex with my husband? Because he likes you, we trust you, we appreciate you, and we have a lot of respect for you since you came out and really helping women understand. She said that he wants to know if you would have sex with him. I would like to know if you have sex with him, and then after that, maybe he can decide if this is something he really wants to do. I said, okay, this is going to cost you X amount of dollars.
You did?
I sure did. I said, do you got what? Do you want to watch? Do you want to see an eye or what?
You charged them?
Got my money, and then we went upstairs, and he was up. He came up late on that evening. She didn't come with him, and he and I had an intimate relationship that evening. And he talked to her about everything. She and I talked about it. She wanted to know how did he react to me. I said, of course, he was a little nervous at first, but eventually he opened up, and she asked me, did I think there was something he really wanted to do? I told him no, because he was too uncomfortable, and he was too. And I'm really good at what I do, so I made him really relax. And I said, I think you don't have nothing to worry about, because he got that office chest.
Okay.
And they've been together. I talk to him all the time, and he says to me all the time, bro, ooh, you scared me, man. Ooh, and I'm never gonna go there again.
Okay. Now, but we agreed that we don't always need to go to church and try to find that good man no more.
No, I don't think that. I think now we live in the age of social media, where you can find a man online.
Okay.
We don't. I mean, nowadays, where we live in, everybody meets people online now. There's hundreds of thousands of meet and greet sites for gay, for straight, for everybody. Christian.com and meetchristians.com and Seagulls.com, and there's so many places, so many ways you can meet a man nowadays or a woman that you don't really need to go to church.
Okay. Now, it's open now. Y'all can get married. Gay people get married now. And we out here.
And most of the states, it's getting there.
It's getting there. And, we're not as harsh as we was at first and criticizing as much. But you still gonna feel that download men is gonna be out there.
I think that we are still harsh. When you get a good-looking, handsome brother who's very masculine, and you find out he's gay, the first thing sisters say, "Girl, that's a waste." You still have women who get angry when they see two good-looking brothers together. I could take you to a gay club that will blow your mind. But every dude in there is as masculine and thugged out, and you'd be like, "Are you serious?" Thousands of them in a room. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so when women get together, even though it's gay marriages come along, it's gay rights have come a long way. Thanks to President Obama, he's had a lot to do with that. And in the military, don't ask, no tell, is being upheld. So the gay community has made major strides in equal rights.
Correct.
But in a little small Baptist church in Richmond, Virginia, you still got preachers to get up every Sunday talking about homosexuality, domination, you're going to hell, and I ain't for that, and going to hell, and God didn't make that. He made Adam and Eve, not Adam. You still hear that. So you still have a lot of women who, yeah, pastor, preach. And then some good-looking brother joined the church, and every woman in the church trying to be with him. Until he says that I'm gay, then they turn against him. Ooh, that's a waste. Ooh, that's a waste. How can, a waste.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's so few good black men straight, or 1,000 women who want one man.
Okay. So therefore, it's always going to be downloads.
I think it's always going to be download behavior, because the African American community just refuses to accept people who they are.